Lake Cumberland Regional Hospital is a perfect place to train for primary care. We're big enough that we have a lot of pathology, we see a lot of sickness, and we have several patients, so it's a great place to train to get experience. But it's not so large as in a university setting where there's a lot of physicians in training. And that allows our residents to really be on the front lines, to be right there in the thick of making the decisions on treatment and performing the procedures and really get a good learning experience.
Really, the differences between residency programs in an academic medical center and in a community setting like ours at Lake Cumberland are, in my opinion, that personal touch that the residents get with their education. I know all the residents by name. I know their stories. I know their struggles. I know them on a more personal level, and I think that helps me and gives me more insight on how to offer them the best education that I can.
The fact that our faculty is intensely committed to their education personally, that they're in a small town with a small residency class, makes it sure that everybody knows them and knows what their strengths and weaknesses are, and that we really truly work on making them the best version of themselves that they can be.
I wanted to do family medicine over any other field because what is important to me and what I'm passionate about is the relationships that I form with my patients. In a lot of other specialties and subspecialties, you may see the patient once or twice and then they kind of go on their way and you don't ever see them again. But I really like the relationships that I form in following patients throughout their lifetime, being able to learn about them and their families, along with helping them with their medical problems.
I chose Lake Cumberland for my residency program because it's a smaller program, but it takes care of rural patients. I grew up in a rural area, and I love the attitude of the people and the culture, and I feel like in a smaller program you are more attentive to details, and your upper levels and your attending physicians pay more attention to you, and they're more invested in your learning.
I feel like that the education that you receive in the 3 years that you're here is very comprehensive and inclusive. The ICUs are open, so you get a lot of ICU care that you don't otherwise get at academic programs at university centers. You get lots of hands-on time with procedures, lots of attendings who are very capable at teaching these procedures, and I decided to stay as an attending here at Lake Cumberland because as an upper level, I was involved in teaching those residents that were younger than me in the program. I enjoyed it and wanted to continue doing that as an attending physician as well.
I enjoy being in Somerset. My wife and soon-to-be second child, we all enjoy staying here. There's a bunch of activities to do. We go out on the lake quite frequently. We like grilling out, going on hikes, and another big reason is because it's quiet, it's safe. I feel when I'm at work, whether it's days or nights, that my family is safe. Also like the fact that I can be to and from work in 10 to 15 minutes. And when you have limited time when you're working, that's a big deal. You're not spending it driving. And it's also just a very good sense of community here. You get to know people and you recognize people out in the community. It's affordable. We've been in Lexington before and other areas where, you can't get as far with, your paycheck as you can here. And we seem to have more fun here than we did in other towns and communities. So that's probably why we enjoy Somerset the most and want to stay here and raise our family.
I would suggest the reason to choose our residency program is the quality training that you will receive. You will get hands-on, real-world, customized personal training at a level that you probably would not get at a larger facility. However, they will get a training here that is remarkably diverse. They will see patients in ICU, they'll see patients in our medical surgical floors, and they will see that mix of patients that they might not get a chance to spend a lot of time with at another program.
We need physicians in this community that will take care of my patients when I'm gone. This community has blessed me in ways I will never ever be able to repay. I want those patients that have been so good to me to have someone competent to take care of them for the rest of their days, and then their children and their children's children.